Almighty push.
Yo, Drake surpasses the Beatles to become the artist with the most weeks charting in Billboard's 200 history, man. Man, shout out to Drake, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all, you know what I mean? Kendrick guys probably ain't supporting that, but you gotta show love across the board, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Kendrick guy myself, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta respect it. You know what I'm saying? This is reported by XXL. Drake is now the artist with the most total weeks charting on the Billboard 200 history, surpassing the Beatles. That's big. Honestly, that's big. You know what I'm saying? Whether y'all want to say it was based on the superpowers or not, either way, man. You know what I'm saying? Congrats to the bruh. And on some more Drake news, Baka Not Nice says Drake told him to ignore Kendrick Lamar's diss.
At first, my first initial thing was to respond
Mm-hmm.
and respond quickly,
Yeah.
very efficiently,
Mm-hmm.
and very to the point.
Very directly.
Yeah, and but like it started brewing in me because where I come from, like that shit doesn't happen. Like you can't just call out a man and not have paperwork
Yeah.
to back up your talks. Like
Yeah.
that is it's ludicrous.
It
and
is.
then like to see like a whole nation behind it and celebrating it like it's
Yeah.
a true story is unbelievable because everybody has to understand like I have a kid, Drake has a kid, you know what I mean? So like making accusations like that are like ridiculous and
It is.
out of this world, you know what I'm saying? So but like what I was going to tell you is this, like I was building up a lot of anger and stuff like that, but then I got a call and I don't know why I got this call. It's like at first my God said something to him or something, but the boy, sorry, it might not have been a call, it might have been a text message, but he messaged me and he's like, yo, I know what you're feeling. I know you as an individual and I know how you get down, but I'm just letting you know, like, don't listen to the noise because it's noise. And if you go back and look at all these people that are saying things or having anything to say, they're not even actual real people. They're like bots.
Exactly.
So like, don't let that shit bother you, bro.
Facts.
Like, and you know what? Like, I mean, it's not a good thing, but they're calling your name. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you know, like, they're going to get over this crap because they're going to realize that it's crap. And then they're going to go do their own research. And when you do your own research, you're going to be like, wow, this guy made up a whole story about something that isn't even true. And it makes you look weird to me. I don't know.
It does.
But I want to say one thing to America. And y'all need to, like, get yourself together. God said something to him or something, but
America needs to get themselves together. Okay. What y'all think? See, this is the thing about what bruh is saying that I don't think he's calculating. Drake says some shit that ain't true too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And he involved some other people as well. He mentioned names of individuals that's not connected to it. That's not, it wasn't just Kendrick. He mentioned, his girl and then his boy, right? So when you're getting angry, get angry at your mans too. Respectfully. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I get it, discreet shit, but just understand, ego will put you down. Pride comes before fall. So if you thought you were going to do whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just understand there was going to be consequences. If you were cool with taking the consequence, then, all that. But at the end of the day, everybody needs to understand it was just a rap battle. If you haven't been to a rap battle or watch a rap battle, then you don't understand it. Yes, these two individuals were are the top. So, you know what I'm saying? When they say something, the fans just kind of take it and run with it. But you yourself trying to crash out over it, just, some music. As I said, you got to also look at your mans. Your man said some crazy shit. Like, how did this start? You know what I'm talking about? Your man said some crazy shit. So don't get mad one way. You know what I mean? And also, you know what I'm saying? As I said, bro, I get it. I understand the whole thing. Yeah, you got a kid, Drake got a kid. That's kind of the thing. Your boy said something about Kendrick's kid. You do know that, right? You can't. I know you don't want to acknowledge that part, but you need to understand what was said. Like, understand how the thing went, right? And then you talking about America, we need to get it together. Bro, come on, bro. Cut that shit out, bro. You know what I'm saying? I understand you a street nigga whoop and all that good stuff, but cut that shit out, bro. We all grown, we grown men and all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I understand, I definitely understand your point, real talk. But as I said, your mans did that shit, you know what I'm saying, bro? You know what I mean? So we gotta kind of, you feel me? That's where you kind of gotta zero it out. You can't be prideful and be like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? My man's can say stuff, but when he said about my, nah, fuck all that. That's not how that works, bro. You gotta play the game. You know what I'm saying? You can't be getting mad, bro. How you think bro felt when bro said what he said? You know what I'm saying? What if all his people with TDE and all that decide to, on some crash out shit? What would you been saying then? See, that's the issue, right? And I always say this shit on this channel. When you point one finger, the other fingers are pointing back at you. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. You smell me? Got a positive vibes over here, man. It's your boy Almighty, man. You know what I'm saying? So of course, I ain't trying to egg on no bull. I'm just, just understand, you know what I mean? Don't make it seem like it was one-sided on this thing. It was not. You feel me? It was definitely not. Your boy said some shit. You know what I mean? Kendrick said some shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And guess what? The crazy part about this shit that, he's telling bruh not to react to this shit, but he is reacting to this shit. So, I mean, I get it, though. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Based on, Baka, I guess a street nigga, all that good shit, but let's not play them games, bro. If we start doing the street shit, then lives gonna start getting lost, and then those kids that you talking so daily about gonna be missing parents and all that good shit. We don't need all that. That's not the, what I mean. Don't bring the kids into it. You know what I'm saying? Which, mind you, your boy did, that's kind of what brought the whole kids everything into it, because kids was mentioned. If y'all kept directly at each other. You know what I mean? But respectfully, I get what he's saying, though. You know what I mean? That, it could, ruin reputations. But I think that's more on the fans, though. You know what I'm talking about? I think the fans are the ones that kind of just made the thing more. You feel me? It was just the fans. It was the fans, bro. Like, you know what I mean? As I said, because these individuals are so high up in the, they say something and the fans kind of just, just go crazy with it. But, I might be wrong. I always tell you, I don't claim to be right. I don't know what it is. I'm giving y'all my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Let me know your own opinion in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Baka, shout out to Drake, shout out to Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And so as I said, big congrats, to Drake on this right here. I'm talking about surpassing the Beatles, which is a very big thing. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know what I mean? There's only a few people. I don't know if they surpass the Beatles, but I know like, MJ and some also. Shout out, big things, you know what I'm saying? Blessings, I love to see it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all love out here. This is bro talk, you know what I'm saying? Just Almighty right here. Got a positive vibes, you know what I'm talking about? So I definitely support. By the way, go check out my music, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? Since we talk about music and all that good shit, go check out my music too, you know what I'm saying? But let's keep going, man. All right. Okie dokie. Still on the music tip, my boy Davido.
I'll just be thinking about that. So
I'm gonna come at you like a real, not no African, like a real American nigga. So, Day, you done cheating. Like, it's done. Like, you.
I don't want to wahala. You don't hear me tell.
But I say no one wahala.
No.
I said
He said he's done. You know one wahala. No more wahala.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm on my envy swag right now.
But you can add to the roster if you want to.
If I want to, but I don't.
Yeah, because you
too much wahala. I have 4 kids. I have 5 kids and 4 women with 4 women.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you already know.
So you done. That's it. I want to go home.
I'm sweating already.
I'm sweating for you. In certain reasons in
That's
Nigeria,
crazy,
you can
though.
have more than one
Yes,
wife.
it's not certain reasons. It's like if you
want to.
Yeah, polygamy.
If you want, you just it don't have to be a religion. It don't have to be anything like you.
Okay, now for example, the eastern part of Nigeria, which is like the Igbos and stuff, like I've seen a lot of situations, especially like the Niger Delta parts of Nigeria. I've seen a lot of situations where it's like.
But we're not talking about that, though. We're talking about
I'm
having
not cheating
another.
again.
No, not cheating. If you're able to have another wife under the laws of Nigeria.
Yeah. Would I?
Yeah.
No.
What the hell? That man already got kids. The whole point of getting the wives is to have kids and all that good shit. Nigga, he already done got 5 of them motherfuckers. He got 4 baby mamas. He can, you know what I'm saying? He don't need no more.
You're only telling the truth when they say, no. It got to be more than one no. You said one long no. You didn't say.
This man, Charlamagne tried to get money now.
I blew up. My first song blew up when I was 17.
Yeah.
So,
I'm with you.
I remember
Have one
that.
woman. That's the most beautiful thing in the world. A beautiful family.
I remember that. But nah, man, shout out my boy Davido, man. You know what I'm saying? My Ninja brother, yeah, I mean. But yeah, y'all, come on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That man got kids, dog. You know, that man got kids. He don't need no more. You know what I'm saying? Charlamagne trying to get man in a trick bag, man. Don't, hell nah, bruh. You hear me? Do not do that, bruh. Because who go manage all those speakers for you there? I mean, guy, your own kids go don't end. But nah, you know what I'm saying? Yo, let me know what y'all think about this whole thing, man. Let's keep going, man. On some kid matter. Jacquees steps into the shade room in response to DeAndre Sanders' comments about family members not seeing their son. Stop playing with me. I'm sick of it. All right, look at it. I'm guessing this is Jacquees' response, right? First of all, let's go to her thing. She says, really sad to see family choose to not spend time with their grandson or nephew based on the hate for their mother. I'm so thankful for the family I have. I love Snow so much and will always protect him. You know what I'm saying? And I guess this is the other, whatever the fuck she posted. But Jacquees says, dog, stop. Hold on. Let me get my Jacquees word. Dog, let's stop playing. Wait, what? What the fuck? Dog, let's stop playing with me. What the fuck kind of language is this? Dog, let's stop playing with me. Everybody on, bro, these niggas need to really learn how to type, bro. I don't know if bro was emotional when he was typing this shit because what the fuck is this? The grammar is crazy. Dog, let's stop playing with me. Everybody on here, like, I ain't, what the fuck? Like, I ain't self-made. Let's start there. Second, what? I'm sorry, bro. Y'all can read this shit. I'm done reading. Because every time I try to read rappers' comments, bro, it always, like, I feel like I got dyslexia, but it didn't be me. It don't be me. It be the niggas, like, they be typing shit that I be like, yo, is that how grammar go? I be putting, like, commas where I ain't posted because the shit just be looking all fuckity fuck. But long story short, bro, stop playing with him, man. You know what I'm saying? She don't be letting him even take her son anywhere without her going with him. You know, type shit. And, hey, this is a bigger issue, you know what I'm saying, in the sense of, like, when we're talking about relationships and shit like that, man, because, you know what I mean, people be saying how, like, baby mama, baby daddy situations, like, how the baby mamas be trying to, you know, use the kid to, you know, still keep the guy there. Now, I always think it takes two to tango, you know what I'm saying? So, of course, a nigga, you know, he got to deal with what he decided to have a baby with, you know what I'm talking about? Like, that's just, you know what I mean? That's just how that go. Unfortunately, or fortunately, however they want to see it. But, yeah, I also do feel, you know what I'm saying, on the other hand, is that ladies should definitely not, you know what I'm saying, if you're done with a guy and the guy is still providing for the kid, don't be trying to get the man to still stop, you know, keep fucking with the man type shit. Move on. Just, you know, I get it, you know, y'all locked in for life in a sense because of the kid, but you don't necessarily need to be fucking with each other, man. You know what I'm saying? The nigga clearly don't dipped out, you know what I'm saying? Don't start setting, you know, rules and circumstances where a nigga basically gotta fuck with you just to fuck with his kid. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you know what I mean? Go get you some other guy, you know what I mean? And then, you know, but I don't know. I ain't got no kids and I'm not planning on, you know what I mean? I'm straight. I'm bullying. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can let me know what y'all think, though, because I definitely feel like this is definitely a thing that does happen, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if this is true or not, mind you. I'm going to just say that right now. But Jacquees seems to think it's true. You know, I mean, it's his life, you know, so you feel me? So, hey, y'all can let me know what y'all think about that mother. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of topics, so let's keep going. All right. Bro, on some Kanye West news, man. Kanye seemingly disses Boosie after scary car accident. Let this be a lesson. Damn, Kanye, you say this is crazy. All right, so Kanye says, man, can everyone let this be a lesson? Don't be the handlers. Don't have the handlers make you go against God's favorite. Oh, shit. How this nigga turn this shit into his shit? For my entire life, every stupid ass bum, damn, nigga, I never barely even heard of that come out the woodwork. What's coming out? Something bad always happened to them. That's crazy. This nigga, I can't even say that shit. Damn. How this nigga turn this situation into, like, this nigga got a talent, bro. He got a talent for turning, like, it's either he got a talent for turning shit, like, everything that happens with everybody else, that ain't got shit to do with him, to connect to him, or this nigga just got a talent for just kind of trending. But then again, it's Kanye, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And I blame myself for reacting to it, shit. You know what I mean? But, hey, this is what I do. React to trending topics, man. I'm saying, and relate it to ourselves. And if we're relating to this to ourselves or relating this to me and you, yeah, I think the lesson here would be, better would have been for me to ignore this nigga, because realistically, you know what I'm saying, he's just talking the talk, you know what I'm saying? Because if he's talking about how this could be a lesson, bro, your whole life could be a lesson to some people type shit. Real talk, nigga, your ass is tripping. You heard me? You know what I mean? You major tripping. Look at this one.
For Trump, because I didn't even vote for him or say nothing. He had won. And after the fact, I said it, and niggas still, Frank Ocean pussy ass come over my house talk about Trump all day and how I should support Trump. Nigga, fuck you know about politics. Hey, nigga, I'm your motherfucking senior, your OG. Y'all used to come on tour with me, nigga. None of you niggas that tell me about politics, nigga. Fuck you think you read a book and now you can tell me some shit? None of these niggas as talented. I'm the greatest motherfucking artist that ever existed. Anything, a nigga might be just slightly better at one thing because they only do that one thing. For Trump, because I didn't even vote for him.
As I said, this nigga has a talent of not seeing fault in himself. I mean, of course, let's keep it a bundle. Pride comes before fall. I say this a lot. You can call it ego. You can call it cockiness. Comes before fall. You know what I'm saying? And money is not everything. I can tell y'all right now. And talent as well. See, this is the thing. Talent, you don't have to work for talent. You were born with talent. Now, to sharpen your skill, yes, you know what I'm saying? But some people but my whole point is beauty and talent. Like, things that you don't have to work for, looks and talent. These are things that you were born with, right? You can sharpen that skill and get it better, you know what I'm saying, with hard work and stuff, but yeah, you don't have to work for that. So bragging about how talented you are and all this good shit, I'm a better artist than you. I mean, partly, of course, being a better artist is not just straight up talent alone. It's also work. But majority of his is talent. You know what I'm saying? Kanye is talented. And people that get to be, people that have natural gifts most of the times, where they might be looks or, talent and stuff like that. And, so maybe they haven't, just ethics. What's the word I'm looking for? Basically hard work. Like they just naturally work hard or something like that. Or they work a little bit, they say when talent works hard, you can't beat it. There's a certain level of pride, you know what I'm saying? And in Kanye's case, clearly you can see that being the issue, you know what I'm saying? He went from being a humble nigga to now the pride is so, over the roof, you know what I mean? And he's like, nobody can tell him nothing. And he forgets that's not how it goes, you know what I'm saying? And he just said it right there. You might be better at this thing than me, but that's how the world is. Everybody's a puzzle piece. You know what I'm saying? We fit into each other. You smell me? Like you are not everything, my nigga. If you see, I get it. You know what I'm saying? By the way, great talent and all that good stuff, and he's done a lot. But bro, if bro is gone today, in a matter of months to weeks, niggas will completely forget him. They might play his music, but he would not. It wouldn't matter. Any of us, to be realistic. Any of us that leaves this planet, you know what I'm saying, gets unalived or just leaves, whatever it is, within a matter of years, you're going to get forgotten. Nobody is that important. Nobody. There's nobody on this planet that's that important. You know what I'm saying? And when you think that you are everything and all, give it a matter of time, man. With patience, the world's going to humble you. I'm not talking about the world as in the people, but the universe has a way of humbling people. You know what I'm saying? Bro got money, he got talent, but he really thinks he is the God. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Everybody's a God, yeah, you know what I mean? But you're You the God of your life, not the God of my life. You know what I'm saying? You might be you good, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I really have a disdain for people that are prideful. You know what I'm saying? When I say prideful, I'm not talking about, being confident in your shit. I'm talking about, cockiness, arrogance, ego. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand individuals like that. You know what I mean? And definitely Kanye has become that. You know what I'm saying? The reason I react to him so much is because I love to show people how not to be, because he has all the money and all this good stuff, but clearly he doesn't have the, human beings are social beings. We're social creatures. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you came in this world on your own, you're going to go on your own, but we love to connect with others. And he doesn't have that much connections left. And you can tell, because that's why he's lashing out. He's trying to get that connection from being popular, like talking about all that's what this is. You know what I'm saying? This is what I would say. If Kanye can disappear for 1 year, then I know he's the GOAT. Don't show up on social media. Nothing. Going through all this stuff he's going through, just don't come out on social media at all. Then I know he's the GOAT. But he can't, because he's human. He feels the distance around. You know what I mean? And that's why he's doing all this, lashing out on social media, because, of course, you already understand what social media is a way to garner sympathy and empathy. You know what I'm saying? Not saying, in a bad way, but that's what social media is. Whether you selling a product or all that good stuff, it's still that's just the means, that's the whole point. This is my product. If it relates to you, buy it. If you're not, you know what I mean? That's what, same thing with content and all that good stuff. Oh, if this relates to you, that's sympathy and empathy, right? That's what social media does, right? It's you know what I mean? It's basically the world. It's just the world in cyber form, right? You know what I mean? So if he could disappear out of social media for a year, completely silent, nobody hears nothing from him, like while he's going through this, then I know he's a GOAT. But I don't think he can. Do you know why? As I said, he probably doesn't have that much personal people around him. Maybe he does. I don't know. But it looks like he doesn't have people personally around. Like, no ride or dies no more. No, he doesn't really have that connection to individuals that much no more. You know what I'm saying? So he's trying to get that from social media. Good, bad, or ugly, as long as you interact or you talk about him like we doing right now. Oh, I'm sorry, like I'm doing right now, right? It matters to him because, people talking, you know what I'm saying? That's the connection he's getting, the sympathy and the empathy, whether it's negative or positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, So, pride is a and it just, to me, I don't know about y'all, but to me it just looks bad, and that's why I react to Kanye stuff a lot, so people can watch and learn what people that think money is everything or talent is everything. It's all. I always tell people on this channel, don't judge a book by its cover, but rather by the context of its character. The context of Kanye's character now is the cover is it's talent, he's millions. Content of his character now is, you know what I'm saying? People ain't really. Some people might be. Most people not. You know what I mean? It's just, you can then see that the content of bro's character is, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And people kind of give him that distance. You know what I'm saying? But he's still, I don't know. This is just my opinion because, as I said, a prideful individual I cannot stand. Mind you, I'm not, I have no right to whatever. I'm not judging, bro. I'm just telling you personally, this is what I think. I guess technically I am judging, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't, I'm just sharing my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But y'all can also judge him too, in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. But but for real though, no hate to bro. I definitely, I'm not wishing that he goes back to the way he used to be. Progress is, forward, right? But I wish he would evolve to more love, right? You know what I'm saying? I understand when you get a lot of hate, you tend to want to mirror what you get. To him, he feels like he's getting a lot of hate. But the thing is that when you become that which you hate, or when you become that thing that you dislike or you hate, that just shows that you never had a stance in the beginning, in the first place. You let that change you. You know what I'm saying? And that's his whole message, right? Well, why can they do this when I can't do this? That just means, bro, you're not a king as you think you are. You're not the ish as you think you are. If you let other people change your personality, you're not that special. If that's what everybody does. That's literally what social media. That's what the followers and all this, the crowd mentality. They just let people. Oh, this is what's popping. So you basically. I get it. Maybe you feel like it took a while, but then they finally broke you. But then if they broke you, they broke you. You broken now. You've now become what you hate. You have no voice to speak. Right? You get what I'm saying? Like I say this shit. I say a thief is a thief. Whether you're a good thief or a bad thief, bro, you're still a thief, nigga. You feel what I'm talking about? So you can't be like, oh, stop stealing. Or why, what, you know what I mean? So you get what I'm trying to say? If you want to have the mouth to say, don't do this and da, you have to stay on that side. No matter how tough it is on that side where, you know, the opposite of what you dislike. You don't become that and you think that that's not going to work. It doesn't work because now you've become that. You've joined them. You might be in a different form, but you them. You what you dislike, right? And that's the truth about it. That's why, you know, life is the way it is, man. So you either conform, as they say, or you stand your ground. But the beauty is in you standing your ground regardless of how shit's, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, even your enemy's going to be like, damn, that nigga, you know what I'm saying? He stood his ground. Now everyone's looking at you, you know, not nobody, but majority of people looking at your point as like, okay, yeah, you might have been saying that this might be the case, but now you've become that shit which you're talking about. So now nobody values not that much people value what you say no more because, nigga, what you don't have a ground to stand on if you're doing the same thing. You get what I'm saying? That's just, you know what I mean? But I might be wrong. I might be tripping. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can let me know. Let's keep going. All right. Look at this. Look at this. This is Lil Zay Osama, bro. Bruh. This nigga is... What the hell, bro? Look, bro. Y'all can read this. I always tell y'all, bro. I say this all the time, my nigga. And that's like what I was just saying about Kanye. Bro, y'all niggas that, like, if no matter what the person does, no matter what she does, bro, once you put your hand up and smack, even if, bro, you in the right, people will always look at it as, bro, nah. As I always say, you have no mouth to speak. Like, you can't say something, you know, you can't judge or you can't say nothing about somebody once you become that thing that you are trying to judge. You know what I'm saying? No matter how tough it is, whatever it is, always stand your ground and be who you are. In the sense of, like, bro, I don't know what happened. I do not support niggas, you know what I'm saying? But, bruh, never put your hands on a lady, bro. Walk the fuck away. Get the fuck out of Dodge. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even saying don't do it just because maybe you're a person that likes to do shit like that, but cool. That's that's what you like to do, that's cool to you. But understand that once people find out, you ain't gonna have no mouth to say, oh no, this is what she did. Because if she smacked you and you smack her back, now you're on the same playing field. And people gonna look at you as, oh, you do know genetically you know, you can easily, regardless if the lady is like 500 pounds and you like a puny, you know what I'm saying? Well, actually, for that point, people probably, but regardless though, you know what I'm saying? But that's the thing. Never put your hands on no lady, bro. Leave. Get the fuck out of Dodge. You know what I'm saying? They stole your shit. They did this. They did that. She smacked you. All that good stuff. Get the fuck away. You will never have sympathy, the level of sympathy that you think you, like, you know, you will garner for, oh yeah, she hit me first or this and that. No, bro, you would never. Once you put your hands on her, niggas is never gonna be like, niggas will always say, bro, you shouldn't have. I get it, bro, but bro, you fucked up, bro. You put your hands on her, bro. You shouldn't have done that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on here. But I just keep saying this on this channel a lot, bro. Like, niggas need to be smart. But niggas, especially street niggas, as I say, the whole thing about being street is ego, pride, which, as we know, comes before fall at all times, 10 times out of 10. There's never a time pride doesn't, you know what I'm saying? You might have 99 days, like I always say on this channel, 99 days for the thief, 1 day for the owner of the house is a thing they say in my country, right, in Nigeria. It might be going on, but there's always going to be that 1 day. This happens, as I said, with good or bad things. You keep grinding for 99 days, you might not see it, but 1 day, you know what I mean? Same thing for bad shit. You keep doing that bad shit, it's going to take only that one time. And when it happens, just like with the good stuff, when it happens, it's always mega. It overshadows all the 99 days. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, regardless of what it is, bro, get the fuck out of Dodge, bro. Don't never you put your hands on a woman, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just leave. People would always respect you, no matter what she does. People would still respect you. You know what I'm saying? As I said, even if that's your personality, you put hands on people. That's how you. People will always respect you, no matter. It's never shameful for you to take a hit, you know, from a woman and walk away. Of course, I ain't saying take the hit and stay there and try. No, nigga, get the fuck out of there. Because the more you stay there, you're gonna keep getting aggravated. You're gonna want to do some crazy shit. So peel. You know, as I said, if you can't run, jump. If you can't jump, fly, nigga. If you can't fly, teleport, nigga. The point is, get the fuck out of there, bro. If the person is locking the door and all that, when I say put hands, I'm talking about as in whooping. Move out the way and get the fuck out of there. Right? Just never. It never goes well. It never looks good. It just never translates well, bro. It just never does. Can y'all let me know is there any situation where you think it translates well? Where, you know what I mean, we talking about for your life. That's a whole different thing. If she got a blammer, if you got a blammer and all that good stuff, of course, if you got a blammer, you gonna be trying to, you know what I mean? You ain't gonna be trying to squabble someone with a blammer anyway. You know what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying? It never looks good, bro. It just never does. I don't know what happened here. I'm not playing that shit again. That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? And it just doesn't look good, bro. Y'all can let me know what y'all think in the comments, because maybe I'm wrong. Because I always say on this channel, I'm sharing my opinion. I'm not telling y'all I'm right, I'm wrong. I say if the shit, what I'm saying resonates with you, you know, makes sense to you, hey, you know what I'm saying? Cool, go ahead. If it doesn't make sense to you, cool, split. You know what I'm saying? But y'all can let me know, man. I ain't, you know what I mean? I ain't out here wasting my time. You smell me? What we got else? Let's go to some trending John. All right. Let's go some trending shits, man. We in the general area right now. You know how we like to react to, you know, that was the music section, you know what I'm saying? So all the artists, information and shit like that. Okay, look at this one. Bro, this nigga.
Yo, wouldn't believe you just text me.
This nigga right here.
Yo, wouldn't believe you just text me.
Fine light in the beautiful city. I choose to be.
Yeah, I ain't trying to get copywritten, bro. That shit over with. But shout out to Kai, man. Clearly, Rihanna, you know what I'm saying, hit this man up or something.
Kai, I love this. This is when I give the key, the money. This is when I pay for the kids' meal. Rihanna just said, I know you do this all the time, but the kids, they genuinely love you. Great job all around, man. This is crazy, bro. This is insane. Thank you, man.
Yo, shout out to Rihanna. Shout out to Kai, but bro, this reaction right here, I ain't gonna smack you, bro. I'm not gonna smack you, bro. This shit crazy right here. Yo. Yo. I'm sorry, bro. No offense, respectfully, react. You know, I always say, bro, I'm not right. I'm just reacting, right? Brother, this is like how when you see ladies tripping over, like, you know what I'm saying, they crush, like the celebrity crush hitting them up. You know, it looks like, bro, the picture went, that boy, yo, or it sounds like a child crying or something. I ain't getting copywritten for that.
Kai, I love this.
I mean, shout out to Kai, though, you know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand the excitement, you know what I'm saying? You know, mind you, I'm not that kind of individual. Everybody, they're regular human beings like me. I mean, if y'all don't know, you know what I'm saying? I respect their stuff, you know, I can admire your hustle and grind, but I'm not, my nigga, what? Respectfully though, I'm just saying this is me. I'm not knocking, and everybody is different, and that's the beautiful thing about life. I keep telling y'all, bro, we supposed to be different. Him reacting like that is probably why he got all them subscribers. You know, people, you know, similar people react. You know what I mean? Me, on the other hand, I'm not, nigga, I'm not doing all that shit, nigga. Are you insane? I mean, for me, though. You crazy? The fuck? That's a regular person that breathes, you know what I'm saying, breathes the same air I be breathing. Well, technically not the same air, because them niggas, they be purifying their air or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Like that, you know what I mean? Got one head, 2 arms, 2 legs. You know what I'm talking about? You got me fucked up. You think I'm about to react like that, nigga? Psst, not even, bro, what? Are you insane? That's crazy.
Give the key, the money. This is when I pay for the kids' meals.
That boy about to be paying for hella kids' meals now. Watch that.
Rihanna just said, I know you do this all the time, but the kids, they genuinely love you. Great job all around, man. This is
no, that's also pay for a kid's meal. You know, shout out to bro. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
This is crazy, bro. This is insane. Thank you, man.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not watching that one. But yeah, hey, the way people react to celebrities, bro, is crazy, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like, I always, you know, I understand. See, my whole thing is that this is how I feel about celebrity stuff. You know, even before if y'all don't know, bro, you know, I'm a filmmaker, musician, you know, content creator, and all this good stuff. I never really wanted to do this shit. This is my talent. This is what I'm good at. Now I enjoy it, yes, but bro, I never wanted to be in front of a camera, bro. Like my goal, like I went to school for biology and shit. I was pre-med and all that good shit. Biology and psychology, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I mean? Life kind of just brought me this way type shit on some real shit. Like, you know what I mean? But it's like, I never understood how people how they trip out over another human being where we all work in a job. Like, some people got a 9 to 5. I'm using a 9 to 5, but not that, you know, there's a range of jobs. Some people work in the office, some people work in the field, some, you know what I'm saying? We all working. What I'm doing right now is work. It's, you know, yeah, I love my job. You might love your job, you might not, I don't know. But my point is, it's all job. The difference is that this job just requires me to be in the spotlight, or not technically, you get what I'm saying? Like, in front of a camera, and people get to view it, and that's kind of how, you know, the pay comes about. While the other person doesn't, you know, they don't need all that. They can just, you know what I'm saying? But we all working a job. You know what I'm saying? It's just a regular person like you. They might affect your life in one way or another, emotionally or all that. I'm talking about musicians and all that good shit, all that. Yeah, actors, we get it. But it's still, they just regular people like you. You can appreciate them without losing your shit. I remember, shout out to Rihanna. By the way, shout out to Kai. This is no hate. I'm just trying to, you know. I remember in college, bro, when a lady told me, bro, a chick told me that she would go gay for Rihanna. That, bro, oh my God, I ain't gonna lie. That was the very first time I had a disdain for Rihanna herself. Mind you, all that shit is over with. But it was, and the reason I disliked Rihanna at that time was not because, you know what I'm saying, oh, this chick, I was just like, bro, you don't even know this nigga. Like, you don't know this girl. You know what I mean? I remember bro, this is crazy. I remember another time, another different chick, you know what I'm saying? Mind you, this is my freshman year in college and shit, you know what I'm saying? Coming off the boat from Nigeria over here, you know, well, not here, you know what I'm saying, to Nashville, shout out to Nashville, you know what I'm saying? And, yeah, another chick was like, do you know this person? At that time, I didn't, you know, I wasn't, you know what I mean? And I was like, no, I don't. And this chick, I remember her name. I ain't about to put her on blast, though. But it's the homegirl at that time. She was like, she put me in a headlock and all that. And I had just got my ears pierced, bro, because, you know what I'm saying? I had just got bro, she had ripped my shit, bro. And my shit was bleeding. I was so hot, them they felt like slacking the shit out of her. You know what I'm talking about? But, of course, you already know, your boy don't, you know, I do not, I practice what I preach. I do not hit women. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I was so mad, bro. All of just me not saying I didn't know. It was some celebrity that she knew. I can't even remember who the fuck the nigga name. You know, it was a nigga though. I was just like, you know what I mean? People lose their shit over celebrities and all that. And mind you, I get it. You support this individual. Same thing with people that like preachers and pastors and all that. Bro, everybody is fucking human. Yes, you know, this person can speak to your life, you know what I'm saying, and bless you and all that good stuff, you know, inspire you. But they're human. They're not gods. You know what I'm saying? Or technically, we are all gods if you want to play that card. You know what I'm saying? But they're not greater than you. You know what I'm saying? They just, you know what I mean? So I never really understood that whole thing. You know, I always respect everybody, you know what I'm saying? You know, but it's just, you can meet somebody and be like, oh man, I appreciate what you do. But the fact like he's losing their shit, and some people put these people on a pedestal like they can't do no wrong. Same thing like how people treat Beyonce and shit. Man, I swear, bro, I'm not that guy. I swear to God, I'm not that guy. Bro, I should scrap that. I swear to you, I'm not that guy. You know what I mean? Bro, come on, man. These are regular people just like you, man. Like, you know what I mean? But again, this is not hate, because I'm not saying the individual's anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, understand that you shouldn't, what's the word? The people, they are as flawed as you are. And this is why when people meet them, they expect them to, you know what I'm saying? They expect, because you have this image of this person, you put this person on a high pedestal. When you meet them, like they always say, don't meet your heroes and shit. You meet them and they've been getting that reaction from so many people that they kind of like, ugh, like nigga, like, and most of these celebrities is like, yo, don't, you know what I mean? When people be over fanned out, there's a reason for that, because, bro, they know themselves that they are regular people. Some of them might have the, the extraness about them, you know what I mean? But for the most part, they understand they're regular people, their job, you know what I'm saying? And some of them, if you don't know, most of these individuals that become, artists and all this good stuff, they're not really they're not people like that. You know what I'm saying? They're not people persons like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, most people artists tend to create art. I know I'm an artist. I'm not talking about just musicians. I'm talking about artists that like art, right? Art is an expression. We let it out. You know what I'm saying? It's that, of course, we appreciate people messing with it, fucking with it, but we're not necessarily looking for people to worship. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I want you to, want it to touch you, but you know what I'm saying? I'm a regular person like you. You probably even working harder than me, like physically working harder than me. Maybe creatively, I might be working more than you, but you know what I mean? So it's like you doing all this shit for me, and it throws some of them niggas off. They just look at you like, yo, like, you know what I mean? Bro, I'm telling you, I've met a couple, or some random shit, and if I meet, real shit, every time I meet, I'm just like, oh, yeah, man, I shake their hand or something like, hey, keep doing your shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now I just walk away. Respect, keep doing your shit. And I walk away. I'm not about to be, oh, this nigga. And I don't give a fuck if the nigga, acknowledges me or not. It's just, oh, I fuck with your shit. All right. And most of them, they be like, oh, man, appreciate it. And just keep it going. It's regular people. I mean, of course, I'm in the line, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's LA. Whatever. But you get what I'm saying, bro. These are regular people, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not knocking nobody from however you want to react. React how you love to react. Just understand that these people are human beings like you. As flawed as you are, they are flawed too. You know what I'm saying? So you putting them on their pedestals like they can't do no wrong. And then when you meet them and they do wrong, or you hear about shit they do that's wrong, you tell them, yo, man, this person. Nah, bro, they are human, bro. Feel me? And, whatever. But let's keep going. Look at this.
3, 2, 1. Happy birthday!
Why this nigga blitz like that? This nigga blitz like that. Man took off. They reminded me of my dad. That man took off.
Big Rodney. I told you. I told you I was gonna find your dad.
That's his real father? Is that his real dad?
Son, how you been?
I don't know you no more, nigga.
Leo, I'm here, son. I'm here for you.
Is that his real father though?
At least I ain't fatherless no more. I know you, bro. Yes, sir, bro. Right. So all the father jokes, cut that shit out, bro. Facts. You feel what I'm saying? Now you can relate to the niggas that do got fathers. You feel like me. But look though, nigga came back when a nigga finna turn 21. You ain't my dad, nigga. You my homeboy at this point, nigga. Straight up. Where you been all these years, bro? Where this nigga been? Nah, cause I don't really get mad because it's like nigga ain't been around. You brought a nigga back that ain't been around. Where you been, nigga? I told you this like that. Where this nigga been at all these years?
Feel like that though. Let him get it out.
Oh, that's his dad for real?
Cause I'm feeling like I need a doctor.
That nigga really about to cry on some real shit though. Oh, that might be his real dad after all. Like I thought it was you know what I'm saying? Damn, it might really be his dad though. Damn, shout out to all these niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? This is all the screamers and shit, you know what I'm saying, content creators. But I mean, this is definitely a real issue in the sense of you know what I mean? Like what he was saying, you know what I mean? He basically had to grow up without the minds. But he also needs to have that discussion to find out, you know what I'm saying, was it an issue of, as we know that, I reacted earlier to Jacquees thing. Some mothers tend to, use the kid as leverage, you know what I'm saying, like, to, to do stuff with the, get the father to, you know what I'm saying? So he needs to have the discussion. It's always good to have that discussion with the pops. No matter what time it comes in, you meet that man, you know what I'm saying? He's still your father. He might not be, what's the word? He's your father. He might not be your dad, right? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, he's still the person that produced, without his, you know what I'm saying, semen, you would not be existing. You know what I'm saying? Now, whether he was a actual father figure to you and all that, that's a whole different ball game. But you might want to have that discussion because, some people don't get that chance, my nigga. Some people's fathers is, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to, if you get the chance to chop it up with Brad, at least this right here is going to let you know, you finally met the nigga, have that discussion and figure out whether you going to want to fuck with him or not. You know what I'm saying? And because most of us, growing up, we react to stuff just, as kids, oh man, I wanted this and all that. But when you get older, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how, he say he's 20 something, right? When you get older, you get to realize that life really be happening, bruh. Like, life really happens, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it really just happens, you know what I mean? And I'm not, copping no pleas for bruh, but have that discussion, you know what I'm saying? If he's coming in just now because of your fame and all that good stuff, that's different, you know what I'm saying? It seems like they had to find this nigga, so I don't know if he, from what they said, they had to find him, so I don't think he was like, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, let me link up with this nigga now. They had to find him. So the question is now, like, why they have to find this nigga? You know what I'm saying? He probably seen your shit trending and still just like, I don't know. I'm just saying. If he seen your thing trending and still didn't reach out, at least he ain't coming out for the clout. If they have to find him, you just, that's what I'm saying. There's so much, and that's for him and his father to discuss type shit. But you need to have that discussion, get the father's side of things. You know what I'm saying? I seen a video where bro was talking about like, yeah, we need to, let fathers, always get the perspective of your father. Fuck what your mom told you. Fuck what you think is going on. You know what I'm saying? Like they always say, it's always three sides to every story, man. His side, her side, and the actual truth. You know what I'm talking about? So you need to find out, you know what I'm saying, all that shit. Because life is perspective. You don't know what could have been gone down. I mean, like, just a lot. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying forget that nigga, forgive him and all that good shit, but find out. Have that discussion so, I just say closure. You can have that full on in your mind. You can, you know what I mean? Because life really be happening. It ain't only happening to you. It won't only happen to your moms. Happening to that nigga too. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know. He could be a not shit nigga, or he could be really going through some shit. If he was a druggie and all that good shit, you know what I'm saying? Some people like, oh man, I'd rather have a druggie father. Would you? A nigga that probably beating them, maybe murk, you know what I'm saying, doing shit, might murk, you know what I'm saying? So it's like when you get to have these discussions, you might, you know what I mean? So shout out to bruh. No, real talk, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to bruh. And all this, you know what I mean? But them having to find this nigga though, that's my whole thing. Like, for his birthday too, that's crazy. I don't know. Y'all can let me know what y'all think, because as I said, I don't claim to know shit. You know what I'm saying? I just share my opinions. You know what I'm saying? And if it resonates with you, cool. Smash that, subscribe button, that like button. Drop that comment. Let me know your thoughts. Whether you agree or you don't agree, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we all different. I keep saying that. I'm not expecting everybody to fuck with what I'm saying. I'm not expecting everybody to agree with what I'm saying, because then we all be fucking robots. And we know we not no fucking robots. You know what I'm saying? We got living tissue and shit. You smell me? Let's keep going. Look at this. That's crazy right here. You see that? PDF? About to blam, nigga? What?
What's up, boy? What's up? Hey! What's up, boy?
Yo, hearing that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. That's your ass now. Watch out. Get up off me.
Hey, that shit went off.
Stop. Bro, let's go, good. Get off me, bro.
That shit went off.
Bro, get off me, bro.
That shit went off.
Stop. You got one more time. Bro, put it down. Bro, you rock me. You pull this tree.
That shit went off.
Bro. Bro, I'm giving. Ow! Put the gun down.
That's crazy.
Put that shit down. Bro.
Why they fighting the nigga?
You got to pull the trigger. It's fake.
Well, I mean, realistically, you should fight the nigga. If you that close, nigga, knock him out. What you doing fighting a nigga? Somebody should have punched him right in the and knock him out and grab the. You know what I mean?
Fuck up, bitch. All right, yo.
You got a blammer?
Let go. Let go. Let go. He got it. He got it. Hey, call the police!
God, wait. What's going on though, for real?
Stop. 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 Hey, we gotta go on the shop. Let's go.
Wait. So that's I'm guessing the nigga in the purple with the PDF, nigga, right? Right? And then so I don't understand. Y'all heard what I heard, right? So we ain't seen no video about it, but we heard shit. So bro got blamed and still was able to pick up a camera and like what? I'm so confused on what just happened right here, bro. Bruh, all this. First of all, I'm gonna say this whole style of content of catching PDF files and all that good, bro. Y'all trying to do the police job for them. Not mind you, some people think, oh, this is righteous work, all that good stuff. Okay, there's a reason why police carry blammers. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? And they legally allowed to carry. Your ass might not be. So when you going into these situations, you don't know. And these niggas, and they know now it's a meta. They know it's, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy that the PDF nigga is carrying a fucking blammer too. Like if he was gonna go meet some shit, why he got a blammer? You know what I'm saying? What you gonna use that on the That's crazy though. This shit is wild. I don't be fucking with the prank content, the all those things I think are too dangerous, bro. Like people willing to put their life on for content. It just tells you how people take what they do serious on some real shit. Like people you talking about, oh, these shits ain't no jobs and all that, but you seen people really willing to risk their life for what they believe in or for what they're trying to create. At some point, you got to respect them. Even if you don't agree with it, you got to respect them. Like, you saying this shit ain't no job, but this nigga basically doing the police job. You know what I'm saying? You might not agree with it, but he willing to put his life on the line to expose some shit to y'all for however many, you know what I'm saying? However much dollars that shit going, garner, but that's commitment. You know what I'm saying? Another, I got, you know me, you know what I'm saying? I got a positive vibes, you know what I'm saying? This is a, bro talk. Part of the Almighty Collective, land of positivity where empathy ran. So empathy is the first thing. So when I react on two sides. I always react, as they say, devil's advocate, and I react as, you know what I mean? So it's always two sides. I won't say admiration, but how serious bruh takes creation, his content creation is one thing, and then the foolishness of it as well is another thing. You know what I'm saying? So you can admire that shit and see that, he really committed to, his content and, willing to even, technically die about it. And then you could also see the foolishness of it is as in the sense of like, bro, you ain't no cop. What the fuck is you doing? Like this shit is hella dangerous. Like you really willing to die with this? So life is perspective. I be telling y'all this shit. Like life is all about perspective, perception or perception, whatever the fuck they call. Life is from wherever you looking at that bit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Y'all can let me know what y'all think, because I think this is crazy. I definitely ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? But I hope, bro, whoever got blamed, go get, you know what I'm saying? But y'all, I don't know, y'all that be doing this content shit, like this style of content and pranks and all that shit. I mean, so, as I said, bro, we can't all be the same, bro. Somebody got to do it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody got to do it. Someone's going to do it. You know what I mean? I always say that shit, man. There will never be a time when the world, everybody will be exactly the same or even similarly the same. Variation is the flavor to life. Real shit. If everybody did the same thing, it would be boring. If you were sleeping all the fucking time, you know what I'm saying? You be bored. If you were working all the time, you be tired. You know what I mean? So you got to do one, and you know what I'm saying? It's off and on. And same shit with life. We have so many, the way we have multiple sets of eyes. I said multiple sets. The 6 billion sets of eyes in this world is 6 billion different perspectives to shit. You know what I'm saying? So just, variation, bro. You know what I mean? Somebody got to do it, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Both stupid and sensible shit. So it is what it is, man. Y'all can let me know what y'all think. Y'all think this style of content is needed. You think niggas is wasting their lives. Y'all respect the fact that people really commit to, you know what I'm saying, what they do. Or, you know what I mean? And then, I ain't even about to talk about the PDF file. We already know. None of us support the PDF file. You know what I'm saying? But then again, as I just said, flavor of life. Some people probably do support the PDF file, which is crazy. As I said, this is life, bro. It's crazy. All right, let's keep going, man. Look at this shit right here. Young woman details why she quit her job. I can't take care of my basic needs and work 40 hours a week at the same time. Okay, life, flavor of life, right? Like I was just saying, let's see.
So I quit my job because I can't take care of my basic needs and work 40 hours a week at the same time. It's really hard to say this out loud and put it online, but I know that I'm not the only person going through this. I've almost been fired from every job that I've ever had, and it's not because I'm not smart. I actually tend to overperform in the beginning. It's just that after some time, I inevitably burn out once I wake up one day and realize that I haven't taken a shower in like 3 weeks. It's really frustrating because
See, I was fucking with her till she said the 3 weeks shower shit.
I know that I'm an intelligent person and I've been able to accomplish a lot of really amazing things in my life, but I still can't manage to take care of myself. And it's not just a matter of not trying hard enough or not being disciplined. If I could take care of my basic needs and work full time, I would have fucking done that by now and then some. It's a form of self-sabotage to honestly be putting so much energy into these executive functioning skills at work and not have anything left to give myself. So I quit my It's like I would deadass wake up at 5 a.m., pace back and forth, start working at 7, finish work at 6, eat, sleep for dinner, and then crawl in bed at 8 o'clock. And it's like a part of me does feel insane by quitting at the verge of a recession, but it's like if I actually want to build a future for myself and get there in one piece, taking care of myself has to become my full-time job. I was not born to raise shareholder value. I'm actually meant to live a life, and I need to learn how to be a person in order to do that. So it's like I would.
All right, let's talk about it. See, I get the part about working a job, but you not being able to take care of yourself, I don't understand. And it sounded like the job she was talking about, it sounded like she work at home. She was like, she wakes up, she pays back and forth, gets it. How you not? I don't understand. Okay, let's start with this. Some people are not good with 9 to 5s. That's agreed. Especially the way the world is moving. I've been, you know what I'm saying, if you also really study what's going on, the world is shifting from that, you know what I'm saying, that mode, you know, from like our parents' time to now. That's how social media is taking off, and people creating different kinds of jobs that you would have been like before, like, go get a real job. But now people are making millions from doing things that you couldn't even imagine. You know what I'm saying? The world is shifting, you know what I'm saying, to more of a digital thing. AI is coming up, so, you know, basically robots are taking over the physical labor type shits and all that, you know, there's, you know, necessarily, you know what I mean? I can understand to a certain degree, but you not being able to take care of yourself, shower doesn't take, you know what I mean? It doesn't take that long. Now, mental health and all that good stuff, like, mind you, I'm not knocking it. I just said earlier, everybody is different. Some people are not able to take care of themselves. Some people are able to take care of themselves. That's just the thing about life. You can't expect everybody to be the same. And people might be, you know, a lot of people will knock her for her. Oh, I work 40, you know, bro. Don't use yourself to judge her, bro. That's the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? When I say life is all about variation. If you're using yourself to judge somebody else, you've already failed, because you and that person don't have the same experience in life. You might say, oh, whatever the fuck you want to say. Oh, there are people in Africa doing worse and all that. Yeah, this is true. But everybody is fucking different. And once you try to categorize everybody in the same thing, you failed the mission. That's not what the world is about. That's not how life is. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people that grind hard. Like, they work harder than anybody I know, but they don't make shit to live off of. Some people die without, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't judge people just based on yourself. That's not how that works. That's not what I'm talking about. But what I'm saying is that I think my whole thing is the showering part. I keep coming back to the showering part, like the showering part, because I think she just needs to keep, you know, trying. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, me, I used to do 9 to 5s and all that good. Now I put in technically 20 hours a day on content. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even feel it to be realistic. You know what I'm saying? Filmmaking, music, blogging. I'm either thinking, watching, so research, educating, managing, posting, shooting, recording, scripting, writing. Bro, there's so much I do myself, right? And yes, I really, I'm working towards something. I'm investing in myself. I'm doing all this. Some other person is looking at me like, bro, this shit ain't paying you. Like, my mom's be on my ass. Like, this shit ain't paying you like that. You know what I'm saying? You put in a lot of hours and all that good stuff. And yes, you creating some good stuff and but it's not paying you. Why the fuck you doing it? That's my mom using herself to judge me, right? And that's why I'm saying we shouldn't use ourselves to judge her. My whole thing is the basic, and what she said is true. You should definitely care more about your personal, like, your self-care, right? I think she just needs to figure out first, clean, for sure, clean. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Clean, definitely clean. But she also needs to figure out what her passion is and put her mind into that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even, I really don't see how she's not, like, the clean part, like, all the other things she said, she can figure out, you know what I'm saying? We all went through that shit. As I said, I worked multiple jobs. I used to have 5 streams of income, working 3 jobs, all that good stuff and all that. But I was still able to shower and take care of myself. You know what I'm saying? Even though that was basically all I was able to do. Shower, go to work, come back, eat, sleep. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? Cool. But there was always a way. Like, I wouldn't leave the house if I couldn't shower, but, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. It sounds like her job was at home, so I don't understand how she wasn't, you know what I mean? That part I don't really get. But ultimately, what I'm going to tell her, bro, is, take a chance on yourself, madam. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you feel that way, because this is the thing. This is the truth about it. We that's watching her, or, the individuals that's doing 9 to 5s, working, grinding, all that, bruh, if you're able to do that, that's you able to do that. Don't expect everybody to be able to do what you're able to do. This is how I see it, right? Let's say you're working, whatever job you're working right now, you could be doing something else to make more money. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing what you're doing right now? There's a lot of other things. You can go sell drugs if you really want to make money. Or you can go live. There's so many jobs, but we all, as human beings, we pick what's best for us at the time, what we think we're good at the time. If you want to judge her based on, you know what I'm saying? I hope you understand what I'm saying, though. You know what I'm saying? Because we pick based on what we're good at the time. Like I said this the other time. If your focus is solely just on making money, you can just do a lot of stuff. That's how people get into, stealing, killing, all that good stuff, because there's a lot of ways to make money, right? There's a lot. But why did you pick what you're doing right now to make money? Is because that's what that's what you feel you're good at. That's what you think you can manage. You know what I'm saying? Somebody will tell you, why you complaining about your 9 to 5? Why you complaining about working at McDonald's? Nigga, give up that shit and go sell drugs. Go kill somebody. Go do this. Go, you know what I'm saying? Or just go do stocks. You get what I'm saying? You just can't pick up every job. So we shouldn't judge her based on and say, oh man, no, that's not the part. The main part we should be judging her is the cleanliness part. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people really be going through this. 40 hours a week and shit. Some people can't do it. You know what I mean? And realistically, like I was saying, I clock in a day. I clock in 20 hours, bro. Like I'm telling you. Okay, let's say 15 to 20 hours. 15 to 20 hours on average, right? That's how much I clock in on content creation. Like I'm always engaged. Like once I wake up to when I go to sleep, and sometimes I don't go to sleep till like the next day technically, right? And I wake up 3 hours in between, like real shit. Like I used to be like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I don't feel it because I love what I do. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else doing something else, you know what I'm saying? Let's say if I work, whatever it is, that I gotta, and mind you, if you don't know, mental exhaustion, or should I say mental power, using mental power is more draining than physical. You know what I'm saying? Or kind of, sort of, you know what I'm saying? It depends on who you're talking to. But you know what I'm saying? So it's like, let's not judge her based on, she can't, she talking about the 40 hours is a lot for her. That's, we get, working, I get that part. But the cleanliness part, the taking care of herself part, yeah, that should always be number one. I don't even understand how 3 weeks go by that you haven't, I don't even, who was around you 3 weeks and you in shower? Like, that part is crazy. Like, that one threw me completely off. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely think she just needs to, sit down and not listen to anybody else. Figure out what she loves to do and go all for it. If everybody sat down and thought about what they love to do and did it, life would be better. Instead of listening to somebody else working, telling you, oh, you a lazy bum. Fuck that person talking, bruh. Yeah, fuck that. Real shit. Fuck that person. Bruh, when I react to shit, I'm not reacting for y'all. Like, I'm not trying to please nobody. Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Bruh, find out what you're good at and risk it all for that. That's what I believe. Period. Don't complain about your job. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, I hate this job. Da, 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 da. Then don't do it, nigga. It's just that simple. Oh, they're like, man, it's not that simple. Yes, the fuck it is. With great risk comes great reward. You want to enjoy what you do, then take a chance and go do that shit that you love to do. Don't sit down and be complaining about that shit. This is what I always say. I learned this from millionaires, bro. Watch them niggas' stories. They always tell you how some of them were homeless. They were doing this. People were telling them what you're doing is stupid. I always use the nigga that created the light bulb, right? This nigga, everybody was looking at electricity blast through the air, but nobody was even, I'm pretty sure some people thought about, harnessing that, but nobody was courageous enough to take that chance. This nigga probably failed how many fucking times, people telling him how stupid he was, but once that shit worked, this is what electricity, right here, everything we're doing is electricity. Don't listen to nobody, bro. Like, real shit. This life that you came is for you. Fuck all that shit. She put this shit on social media. It's cool. I get it. I always tell you, don't put your shit on social media because people, you're going to run into people that's going to encourage you and people that's going to put you down. You know what I'm saying? But sit down and figure this shit out. What do I love to do? And go all out for that shit. Because regardless, it's 50-50. Like she was just saying, they might fire you the next day. If the business tanks, no matter how hardworking you are in the business, if that business goes down, then you out of the job. One day, you might fuck up one time, and they might just be like, you know what I'm saying? You might fuck up. Imagine a job that has 3 counts, but you've been working this job for 5 years, and that's 3 counts. Or even, fuck it, let's just say in a year, that's 3 counts, or whatever it is. A year, 365 days, and you only give me 3 chances to fuck up? Are you crazy? You see what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of things you know what I'm saying? But because it's such the norm, people don't think outside the box. People just judge people. So as I said, it's not the part about the job part. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? It's the part about the cleanliness part. I'm kind of like, yo, girl, come on. You feel me? But y'all can let me know what y'all think, whether you agree or disagree. Not like it really matters. At the end of the day, people gonna do what they gonna do. But let me know though. Look at this shit.
呜，boom boom 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 boom，然后我的 commander boom，然后就哇，然后就啊，然后我然后他就就跟那个走到地方
，bruh. Basically, so Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky says 2 Chinese men were caught fighting alongside Russia. This is crazy right here, bro. World War III? Is this what we see right here? Is this basically the you know what I mean? Because we thought it was just Russia fighting. Yo, can read all this. I'm not about to read all this. Pause it and read this. You know what I'm saying? And look at this. We strongly condemn Russia's involvement of Chinese citizens in its war of aggression against Ukraine, as well as their participation in combat against Ukrainian forces. We have summoned China's charge the affairs in Ukraine to the foreign ministry to condemn this fact and demand an explanation. Chinese citizens fighting as part of the Russians' invasion army in Ukraine puts into question China's declared stance for peace and undermines Beijing's credibility as a responsible permanent member of the UN Security Council. This is serious. This is crazy. This is fucked up. It's really fucked up. And this is not even, you know what I mean? And when this man be talking, you know what I'm saying, y'all's president, no, our president, whatever, gonna be talking to telling him that, you know what I'm saying, he needs to be thankful and not. We get it, but bruh, look at this shit right here that's going down though. I know it probably don't concern us directly, you know what I'm saying? Most people watching this is like, bruh, let them handle their business and all that. But bruh, these are human beings, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all, most of y'all You know what I mean? Your humanity ends with your family. You feel me? Most of your humanity ends with your friends. It doesn't go across to the stranger that you see on the street. You know what I'm saying? That's where your humanity ends. It just ends right there with the people you know. But these are humans. You know what I'm saying? And my channel, if you don't know, I'm not big on politics. I don't, you know what I'm saying? That's not, you know what I mean? But we human, bro. We are human. You know what I'm saying? Strangers have helped me before. I remember when I first came to the U.S. Fact. I remember when I first came to the U.S. I was in this is Nashville when I went to college type shit. I came with my father. I was a young nigga. You know what I'm saying? This is years ago, like years, tens of years ago, right? Bro, it was cold. I'm talking about in January. It was cold as shit. And we didn't know what the fuck, like we kind of got lost on the campus. Not really lost, but we couldn't find our way. You know what I'm saying? My father just lodged, put me I just got into the campus, like the dorms. And now, it's time for my father to get back to the hotel, but it was late. The buses weren't running, shit like that. And my uncle was like hours away, right? It was a stranger, an absolute stranger. White dude too, by the way. See what I'm saying? They saw us out there and he was just like, Southern hospitality is a real thing though. But he saw us, bro. And he asked because my father was cold. My father's old. My father's currently in his 70s, late 70s. You know what I'm saying? He saw us out there. This is, as I said, tens of years ago. But, you know what I mean? And he offered my father a ride and drove my father all the way to the hotel. You know what I'm saying? Which is about, about maybe 20, 30 minutes away. For free. Not offering, you know what I'm saying? Me, this is why I said I'm big on empathy. That's why I call myself the God of positive vibes. That's why my channel exists. Not because of just that one scenario, but my whole thing is positivity, empathy. I can feel for anybody. I don't care about your skin tone. You know what I'm saying? It's more, you human, I'm human. You know what I'm saying? Shit, my empathy even crosses into animals. I ain't gonna lie, not all animals, but you know what I'm saying? So for me, seeing this situation, it's like, bro, I'm shocked that their war been going on this long. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. I thought this shit was gonna get resolved within months, but this shit has been going on. You know what I'm saying? And now, this is crazy. Because this can easily, y'all understand, this can easily lead to some, you know what I mean? And nobody's paying attention right now until shit gets to your front door, and then everyone's like, oh, what the fuck? The human condition, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all think, bro. I'm not about to say no more about this, but this is crazy. That's all I'm saying. All right. Look at this.
And then you want to pray, if you get a second chance, how you going to turn this here around, okay?
Grandmother speaks to her 15-year-old grandson in an interrogation chamber before he's sentenced to 35 years for murder.
So your life ain't over. You just need a second chance.
Shit. Nah, I'm just joking.
So that's what you need to dwell on. And pray about a second chance. And sit down and think about how you going to make this happen.
Brother, you off somebody. That person that you off ain't got no second chance, bro. But much love from grandma, but he off somebody that's not going to have a chance to second chance. Don't be crying, bro.
And obey your parents. And come in, come home on time. Come in, come home. Number one, streets don't love you. We love you, not the streets. You see where the streets get you?
Could you give me a hug, baby? I'm sorry you got to go through this. But all you had to do was listen to your parents. Okay? Okay? I don't know how things gonna turn out for you. I ain't got no idea how nothing gonna turn out. No idea at all. I didn't know nothing this second. I told y'all don't tell me nothing. Didn't I tell you that? Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then you want to pray.
See, okay, so that wasn't the grandma's the one that came and just showed love. Okay, I'm guessing this is the moms talking. All right, or whoever. But look, empathy. My empathy spreads. As I always tell you, when I react from both perspectives. I definitely get where the grandma coming from. She's sharing the love and all that. But as I said, you need to realize this nigga off somebody. This is if he did. It says murder right here. You know what I'm saying? Somebody ain't gonna have a chance to have this discussion. All this sympathy and empathy will not be had with somebody. That's done. It's gone. be telling y'all young niggas about these streets. But y'all, and your excuses, my brain ain't developed enough. I didn't know any better. I was a kid. That shit doesn't fucking matter. Look at TK. That shit don't fucking matter, bro. When you blame somebody and off somebody, at that point, you don't became a growing up right there. Once you picked up that blame and once you decide you want to be on them streets, you don't became a grown up right there. Ain't no more crying for your ass. We ain't crying for you, bro. Hell no. Because the grown-ups themselves, we don't have, bro. You understand what's happening, right? We can't use the excuse of saying he's a young kid. Somebody is gone from this planet. We don't know where the fuck they went. They could be, you know what I'm saying? But they gone. There's no chance for the sympathy. There's no chance for forgiveness. There's no chance for talking. There's no chance for, there's just, that person is gone. Whether they good, bad, or ugly, you don't blame somebody, right? Mind you now, if it's self-defense, you know what I'm saying, you know, in the sense of like, you know someone retired, it's the ball game, the story changes. But when you're trying to join the streets, you hear me? We're not worried about age no more, because when you off somebody, I can't, me personally, I stopped being sympathetic. I used when it comes to like, you know what I mean, these young kids, I used to be, oh man, but then you think about it, really think about it. When these young kids take somebody out and y'all showing sympathy to them, that's why more of them keep doing that shit. Ain't no sympathy, nigga. If you understand that as a kid, once I step off this if I blame somebody, nigga, it's over with for me. I think when that shock, when you watch a couple of people go through that, you know what I'm saying? It's going to scare you to do the dumb shit. But when you keep talking about this, oh man, he was a child, he didn't know any better. That's why they keep doing it. And that's why, you know, some people, you know, the older niggas be sending the young niggas because, you know, the young niggas they're going to get that sympathy, you know what I'm saying? And might lessen their sentence. But nah, fuck that. Once you blame somebody, bro, on some, you think you the shits, you blame somebody, you want to join the streets, bro, fuck that. Fuck that. Because at that point now, you know what I'm saying? You just took a life. People take life for granted. I don't play about that shit. I don't play about life, man. Y'all see how I go hard on niggas that be, you know, mature niggas that be blaming shit. I don't play about life, bro. I don't play about life. You did not create that life. Even if you created it, you ain't got no right to take that bitch. So once you take that life, it's over with. Your life is forfeit. It's great. Me, I don't see, bro, I think if somebody purposefully takes a life, you know what I'm saying, and it's not on self-defense, on some whatever prideful shit, you know what I'm saying, ego shit, on some street shit, I think they should live in jail. If they're not going to live in jail, someone should let's murk them. This is how I feel. Because I think the penalty of taking a life is taken too lightly these days. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it keeps going on. You know what I'm saying? Because if you know, listen, just reason with me. If you know that for blaming this nigga, they gonna blame me once they catch me. Are you really gonna play that game? Are you really gonna play that game as a kid? You know what I'm saying? Or even a grown up? It's because people think, oh, there's a chance of me getting out. Oh, now, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna just do this time. And that's why people keep trying to do this shit. But if you know, after I blame this person, I'm going down regardless. Once I murk that person, I'm going down. People will behave themselves. And what they say, capital punishment, I don't know what the word is for that. You know what I'm saying? In Nigeria, it's firing squad. There's a firing squad, nigga. They will tie you to a what's it called and blame you. I don't know if they still do that shit. I ain't been back home in a long time, but that's what they used to do to the like, you know what I'm saying, in Nigeria. That's what they used to do, bro. You blame somebody, you know what I'm saying, and they catch you, you know what I mean, or you a notorious blamer, and they catch you, oh yeah, they firing squad in your ass. So basically, at that point that you then get, the only people that do crime will be the people that's really, really ready to do crime, like the evil people. Bad folks, or however we, you know, what we call bad. Those going to be the only people that's going to do crime because they're going to be willing to go all the way with it. But it's not going to be a lot. Like, see how a lot of people doing crime right now? It's because, bro, anybody can grab a gun and do this. You know, it's just easy. And then maybe you might get out. Maybe you might fight with technical. Nah, bro, fuck all that. You take a life, your life is forfeit. You know what I'm saying? Because people play with life so much, bro. That's what, like, I'm just telling you, this is how I feel. I might be wrong. As I always tell y'all, I'm coming out here saying I'm right. I'm sharing my opinions. If it resonates with you, let me know. If it doesn't, cool. But yeah, people play with life so much, bro, because, you know what I'm saying? They think, oh, I ain't got to do that much time. 50 years, I do what? 80% or what it go? 50, whatever fucking percent they do. And or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or, it's just, you know what I mean? They just see it as nothing. But when you know, bro, that if I blame this person, my life is forfeit, then I promise you. But, you know what I mean? Y'all can let me know, man. I mean, shout out to grandma, shout out to moms, I'm guessing that's here. You know what I'm saying? And I hope bro gonna learn. I hope he learns. If he learns, that's cool. If he doesn't, it's also, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I have no sympathy for anybody. I don't, when you are blaming a nigga, you aren't crying. Mind you, as I said, I don't know the backstory. If this is self-defense, it's a different case. You know what I'm saying? But it sounds like, bro, join the streets. You want to be in the streets. All right. Look at this.
Like, what is the appeal of watching a dude beat a woman? What is that about?
That's crazy.
There's never been something that's ever really just entered my head.
Flat crazy.
I mean, probably not something.
And you also, now that I think about it, you've actually done it.
Why? He know what the fuck he was saying. Why would he act like he didn't know? He didn't know that was the, what you mean? Nah, think about it, nigga. You knew what you were saying.
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. I figured that was implied within the question.
Nah, this is crazy though.
Like, what is the appeal of watching a dude beat a woman?
I got an answer for you, bro. Flavor of life, my nigga. Some people are just different. Everybody cannot be the same. Bro, I'm going to tell you, this is my answer to everything that, things that I don't approve of or I don't agree with that happens. That's truly just my answer to it. Somebody got to do it. And this is just realistically. Everybody cannot be the same. That's the whole thing about life. You know what I'm saying? The fact that I like this, I know somebody else dislikes this shit. That's a fact. I'm not talking about this. I'm just saying like anything, whatever it is, this, that, The fact that you like something, just know that somebody else doesn't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? The fact that there's a black, know that there's a white. The fact that there's a yellow, know there's a green. You get what I'm saying? Like this variation, it's life, bro. I always tell people, if somebody came and told me, bro, that somebody was flying, like, there's a fly, like legitimately, that's proof that a nigga can fly. There's a flying mat. I wouldn't be shocked. Why? Somebody got to do it. For us to be on the ground, somebody got to be going up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just life, bro. Like that's always opposite to like the possibilities in life is just too much for you to just think like everybody should be the same. You know what I'm saying? That this is just my reality. This is what I believe. Whether you believe it or not, that's up to you. But this is what I believe. That variation is a thing. That's just the thing about life. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I really just and I can't understand, some people say it's a power trip, you know what I'm saying, watching somebody black. Some people also are more free. They don't believe that, and they own anything. You know what I'm saying? They came in this world free of charge. They're going to go free of charge. So they don't own nothing. So, hey, freely as I got, freely freely I give. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of philosophies around that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of reasons to justify it. That's why the idea of right and wrong in general is like, people, if you're a deep, spiritual or deep person, you kind of, lose that mindset because it's life. Life is going to express itself. Like, I don't want to go too deep into the, you know what I'm saying? If you want to check out my deep discussions, like, spiritual, conscious, all that good shit, go check out Blunt Talk. This is Bruh Talk, not Blunt Talk. Still everything part of the Almighty Collective, but Blunt Talk is where I have the deep conversations. Almighty Blunt Talk, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, that's why I have those deep conversations and all that shit, but realistically, bro, somebody got to do it, bro. Somebody just, and me trying to wrap my hand up, why do you like shit like that? Why would you, it's just, I can't. It's not, we not robots. We not all supposed to be the same. And as I said, 6 billion people in the world, or should I say 6 billion set of eyes, that's 6 billion possibly different experiences. Everybody is different, even though we unique by minute point oh one or whatever it is, right? But it's still that's enough of a difference where you can't understand each other. You know what I'm saying? Like fully. Feel what I'm saying? So that's my explanation for everything that I see that I can't, that I don't agree with that happens or whatever it is, and it's just somebody got to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's life. You know what I mean? It's just something. You know what I mean? You see somebody with 3 heads and 1 eye, somebody got to have that. We all can't just have 1 head and 2 eyes. It's just this is my rationalization for, you know what I'm saying? Still like that, But y'all can let me know, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that was too deep for some people, you know what I mean? Because we do live in a world where everybody is, to be realistic, it's a crowd mentality thing. Society, you know what I mean? To be in society means you got to kind of conform to the most part, right? You know what I'm saying? So people tend to just not even think, you know what I mean? But people just think everybody should be like them. Do the same things I do, like the same things I like. That's, but they say that's how you know who's a leader and who's a follower. You know what I'm saying? If you can't comprehend why somebody is different from you, that shows how much of a follower you are. You know what I'm saying? That's just being honest. Think about what I'm saying. Because a leader creates trends. They don't follow trends. Whether good, bad, or ugly trends, a leader creates trends. That's just what a leader does. They lead. You know what I'm saying? They open the path for others to follow. So if you can't comprehend why somebody is different from you, that tells you that you are a follower. And there's nothing wrong with being a follower. Maybe you're just naturally supposed to be a follower. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I'm saying empathy is a thing. The more empathetic you are, the more of a leader you are. You can understand why people are different, you know what I'm saying? Because you yourself are different. Get it? Whatever. Let's keep going. All right. Look at this.
You said, Victor, I maybe not you, maybe not all your homies, but you know the guy who's like that, right? We all know the male, the guy or the gal that sits in the gym who's just hoodie on, working, right?
That's me,
and it's
sometimes.
manic. You're like, what's up with them? You know what I mean?
It's a fact.
I'm trying to show you what could be up with them. What could be. You know what I mean? This isn't politics. This is art.
Absolutely. When the movie came out, you won the prestigious Sundance Award, the jury, special jury. I mean, that was obviously a great, opening of the film. The reviews have been great. The reviews have been praising you. As an actor, do you think about, what else can I get with this movie, right? Meaning that like awards and things like this. Is that in your head, or do you kind of like not even thinking about that?
I don't really think about it. I don't really think about it. Why? I just got other things to think about, and I've got people on my team that can think about those things if they present themselves, like, let's be honest about it, right? Like, again, we told the viewers we're all buddies here, right? So like, let's be honest, right? The shit I went through, the way that hit the press, the way I was dragged, the things I've had to deal with and heal from and all that, that's completely, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? Like I appreciate the hustle, I appreciate the love, but I'm a part of the academy, and I can tell you right now, it's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? They're not gonna do it. You know what I mean? What a beautiful space to be in when that was never my objective. You know what I mean? Imagine the heartache if it had been like, oh damn. You know what I mean? Do I love hearing people talk about it? Like, whoa, Jay, blah 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 blah. Yeah, because guess what? It's out there now, and now to the end of time, or until AI completely rewrites all our shit, right? That movie's out there, right? And come April, right, first week of April, it'll be on video on demand. So if you don't want to go out and support Jonathan Majors publicly, you can do it privately. You know what I mean? But you're not supporting me, you're supporting a movie. You know what I mean? You're supporting art, So I don't want to talk too hard about it, but I just gotta be, we're homies, right? So let's just talk straight. Will I love that? For the picture, absolutely. But I don't need it. You know what I mean? It's gonna get me another job someplace? Yeah, but maybe not. You know what I mean? You said,
hey, that sounds like a leader to me. You hear me? That sounds like a leader to me. You hear me? That's a nigga that, you see, that's what I've been talking about, leaders and followers, right? He's an artist. He's like, bro, whether my art gets recognized, by the, I guess y'all can see what he's basically talking about, the Oscars. Whether you get recognized or not, based on the unfortunate situations in life, life happens, you know what I'm saying? But, whether it gets recognized or not, hey, I'm going to keep creating. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't conforming. I ain't about to, you know, and that's cool. Shout out to bro. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't know, go check out the movie, man, the Magazine Dreams. You know what I'm saying? It's a bodybuilding movie type shit. If you don't know about it, you know what I'm saying? Where Jonathan Majors, you know, starred in it. You know what I mean? And you know, if you don't know, I used to, you know, right now I'm fully focused on art, but my first and my, you know, my initial passion, which is still, you know, I'm getting my body back, you know, whatever, life been happening, but it was bodybuilding. You know what I'm saying? I started bodybuilding, you know what I'm saying? I started the whole content creation thing as a fitness influencer, right? Bodybuilding coach and, well, bodybuilder, but not competitive because, you know what I mean, I lived that life, trained with bodybuilders, you know what I'm saying? Actually, a lot of them wanted me because I got the genetics, hands down. I'm Nigerian, not just I'm Nigerian, I literally do, you know what I'm saying? If you check out it's a lot, you know what I'm saying? But long story short, yeah, I started off as, you know, bodybuilding and all that good stuff. So, you know, that passion is still there, never dies, you know what I mean, all that good stuff. So I'm still, you know, keep watching out, you know what I mean, you're going to see some vlogs coming up soon on the Almighty Vibes channel, right, where I do usually my vlogs and stuff like that. But, you know, the Magazine Dreams was you know, I seen clips of it and all that good stuff. And if you're a, you know, fitness nut and, you know, bodybuilding guy or, you know, all that good stuff, I think it's definitely motivational, you know what I'm saying? So y'all can check it out. And you already know what happened with bro with all the, you know, the sexual assault shit and all that good stuff. So, but ultimately, you know, what I'm picking from this is bro is like, you know, he's focused on his art. He's not focused on the recognition. Fuck the recognition. Let's focus on the art. And, you know, and I think that's the way to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you realistically, you know what I'm saying, all the greats. As I said, I've studied millionaires, billionaires, or millionaires to be real, multi-millionaires, even billionaires to be real. I've studied a lot of them. And they always tell you, bro, when I do my stuff, I don't ask. It's not about other people's opinion. I don't give a fuck. They tell you they don't give a fuck about other people's opinion, right? And they just create and they do their shit. And that's it. And that's why I be telling y'all, period. In this life, you came on your own. When you die, you're going to go on your own, bruh. If you let somebody swear you, you know, but I don't give a fuck who it is. If they're like, if it's not, you know what I'm saying, it's not an opinion that, you know, if it's not suitable to what you're trying to do, tune that shit out and grind. I swear, bruh, like, this world does not favor the individuals that listen to other people. Sheep will be sheep, nigga. A lion is going to be a lion, nigga. Like, real shit. So I'm just like, bro, like, niggas be in this, like, in the comment sections and shit, not just on this, I see on, you know, social media, people, and you just watch, like, you can easily tell when you look at the comment sections who are sheep and who's not, right? Because they have so much of an opinion about your shit, and you just like, bro, how you sitting here commenting so much, oh, yeah, you should do this, I don't do that, and some of you have not accomplished, we don't even know who you are, it's just like, you get what I'm saying? Ultimately, bro, people gonna talk. You know what I'm saying? People will talk whether in your favor or not. It doesn't fucking matter. It don't matter, nigga. You just gotta do your shit. The moment you tune in to, you let what other people tell you dictate how you run your shit, I'm telling you, bro, you already don't start failing. Because that person, when you, bro, it doesn't matter, bro. Like when I say it really doesn't matter, bro, it really doesn't matter, bro. Because I'm telling you, bro, if someone's gonna hate on you, they're gonna hate on you, period. Whether you do good, bad, ugly, you can take their advice or, you know, their criticism, whatever they say, and you do that shit, they will still find another reason to criticize you. It's you. This is life, bro. I'm sorry. If you think life is about listening to other people, bro, that you have failed. And that's, well, let me not say that. You have made the decision to be a follower and not a leader. It's not that you failed. You failed at being a leader, but you succeeded at being a follower. You know what I'm saying? And that's, you know, yin and yang. Life is like that. It's a balance, right? There's always, you know, everybody can be. That's why I keep telling y'all, variation is the flavor of life. That's what 6 billion set of eyes, 6 billion set of eyes in this world. We all can't agree on this. I mean, if you want all of us to agree on the same shit, then create 6 billion robots. Those are the only motherfuckers that will agree with each other. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean? So, on this channel, I always tell empathy, understanding another person's perspective. That doesn't mean you should embody their perspective. Understand where they're coming from. That don't mean, you know what I mean? So, shout out to bro for doing this thing, man. I respect that. I really do respect it. Life happens to all of us, bro. But are you gonna let that shit put you down, or are you gonna keep grinding? That's ultimately how that goes. You feel me? But yeah, let's keep going, man. What I got? I think relationship wise, we got one or two things. Alrighty. Let's see. All right, bro. We've been on for a good minute today. I already know. All right. Anthony Edwards agrees to give Aisha Howard full custody of their 5-month-old daughter. Goddamn. This man giving her full custody, bro. That's crazy. Man, he gonna regret it down the line. That's a fact. He's young, right? And all that good stuff. He gonna regret it. Well, he might also not regret it. You know what I'm saying? He might be one of those individuals that just never care about their kids type shit. But for the most part, people, we tend to evolve with experiences. You get more empathetic. Well, not everybody, but for the most part, the older you get, you tend to get more empathetic. You know what I'm saying? You get to look back at your life and see things. You know what I mean? And I don't know if, it's like we seen with the other dude, the streamer dude, when his father just came in or whatever it is, the little Rodney nigga. Maybe, it might be too late. It might not be how it is, but, whether he wanted to had the kid or not, you know what I'm saying? Bro, once the kid come in, I don't know. Y'all can let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? As I said, y'all just letting me know what y'all think. It's not going to change the person's mind or change anything. I'm not saying we right or wrong, but I definitely like to get people's opinions on it just to see, what y'all think. But I definitely think in the long run, he's going to want to build that connection. You know what I'm saying? He's going to feel it. You know what I'm saying? That's his progeny. That's his seed. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I mean? Eventually, you know what I mean? He's going to feel it. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I don't know, I understand he got other kids, and even his kids gonna want, like, they're gonna want to build a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Maybe one of them might not, maybe two of them might not. But I feel like within how many kids he got, whatever it is, eventually they're gonna want to, you know what I'm saying? Because shit, I know I got my stepbrothers. I got stepbrothers, not realistic half brothers. You know what I'm saying? Same moms, different dad. You know what I'm saying? And I love my brothers my brothers, to me, then I don't even know. This is the longest like I've ever said the word half. Like I've never, like I don't even use that word because that's my brothers. Like, you know what I'm saying? You touch my brothers, I'll murk you. I'll drop you down, bro. I'm telling you, hands down. And my brothers, we feel the same way about it. Like we don't see, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what if the kids have that, they want to have that bond with him? What's he going, you know what I'm saying? He's going to be forced to want to have to relate with the kids. So it's just so many things of the reason why I feel like this move might not be the smartest move for him. But at the time, maybe he just doesn't, you know what I mean? As I said, he young, he got money, he thinks he's the, whatever. And he didn't want a kid originally, right? She decided to, all that good stuff. But y'all can let me know what y'all think. I just think, you know what I mean? And can she handle full custody? Maybe she can. Man, she look like she gonna have money or something. She got money. You know what I mean? She look fit. She look, she can probably pull some other nigga that's gonna take care of the kid. I don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? It's just, life be life. Let's see. All right. Look at this one.
What exactly happened? Like, what did he do?
Well, he was like in her DM, and then like but what he tried to use, because she's a real estate agent, and he tried to use that as like trying to buy a house and trying to, to make a commission, whatever, and he was using that as a way to communicate with her, which I don't mind. I want her to make money, you know what I mean? But like that led to like him trying to be flirtatious and trying to get at her. And then she's like, "Ain't you Mike's friend?" And he's like, "Oh, we ain't that real." She said, what she said? He said that we ain't friends like that.
That's crazy.
Yes, I lost our respect for him. I light his ass up.
You and Ben Simmons, y'all wasn't, just cordial, right? Y'all was actually friends, right?
Yeah, yes. The thing I met when he was a rookie, when he first got to my city, and we hung out plenty of time. I would like fly out to then we playing Utah. I fly out to Utah to see a game, and then and like we all-star, we hung out. We went to Eagles games together. This was my homie. He was.
That's messed up, man. So y'all was really friends, and he was trying to get at your girl behind your back. Yeah, that's fucked up, man.
And the thing about it, I could see, here's my thing. I could see if he didn't know it was my girl. But I introduced this nigga to my girl. So I could see if he didn't know. But I knew he knew because I introduced you to her. And then she reminded him, because she was like, when she saw him, she was like, "Mike, I think he was in my DM." I'm like, "Oh, you tripping." You know what I mean? He went. And then he went and did it again. And that's why I knew, okay, this nigga's trying to do too much.
What exactly happened?
That's crazy right there, bro.
Like, what did he do?
Well,
You hear
he
me?
was.
That's see. By the way, shout out to Michael Blackson, the way he handled it. You know what I'm saying? That's the way he handled it. In the sense of like, I don't know. Well, I can't say the way it seems like he's just kind of calm about it. He ain't like, but that's yeah, man. That's just, to be honest, that's shameful. That's a shameful act right there. But as they say, he young, right? But that's a shameful act right there. You know what I'm saying? There's no if, buts, or maybes. There's no, you know what I mean? If I put myself in this situation, empathy-wise, sympathy-wise, this man fucked up. He has no loyalty. You know what I'm saying? And this is, to be being realistic, that's why they be telling you money doesn't change who you are. He has access to a lot of women, but he wants to fuck with his homie's friend. His homie's a girl. Because he thinks, shout out to Michael Blackson's chick. You know what I'm saying? That shit rare though. I ain't gonna hold you, but that's very rare where a woman, you know what I'm saying? Because these days women just be flocking. But that's shameful to me. A man, see, loyalty is it means a lot. Like you know what I'm saying? As a man, you know what I mean? It's if you're not loyal, what are we like? You know what I'm saying? But that's something you can't force. Like I tell y'all, like the same way, all men cannot be loyal. As I always say, nothing shocks me in the world. Why? Because somebody got to do it, right? That don't mean I got to fuck with you, but somebody got to do it. And clearly, bruh, he's not loyal. So he said they ain't friends like that, but this is, you know what I'm saying? Even if you're not friends like that, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you ain't got no, you know what I mean? That's a shameful thing. It's very, very shameful and very, very embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? It's very embarrassing. It's stupid. It's just, you have all that money, you have access to a lot of women, but you want to take your homie's girl. Even if he ain't your homie, it's a nigga that you know. You know what I'm saying? Just because you think you got bread. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you think you got more bread than him, whatever it is. But now she done shown you now. Now you look stupid as fuck to everybody else. We just looking at you now like, damn, okay, this is how you are. So now niggas is gonna be hiding their women from you. You know what I'm saying? Your reputation as a, whether you care about reputation or not, all that good stuff. But now we know. I can say that at least. Now we know. Now niggas, if niggas still be having their girls around this nigga, then hey, that whatever y'all get, that's what y'all get. But that's a very shameful thing. That's a very shameful thing. But respect to Michael Blackson's woman, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like big respect to her. You know what I'm saying? I want to let's see her face again because she fine too. Shit, you know what I'm talking about? And put her back in here. Let's give her just due. You know what I'm saying? Because she definitely held him down. At least this is one we know. You know what I'm saying? Because as I say, this is life. You never know what really going on. But yes, shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, give that motherfucker a ring. Yeah, give her a ring, goddammit. Yeah, well, not goddammit, but you know what I mean? Well, shout out to, you know what I mean, for real. These are the kind of women that we support. The homies be here watching this YouTuber named, I think it's a Jack something. He be doing like catching, cheating and all that good stuff. And most of the time, the women cheat. Men cheat too. So, I'm just saying, but like, when you see people that don't cheat, you know what I'm saying? You shout them out. You recognize because it's rare. It's very rare. Loyalty is, bro, I'm telling you, loyalty, bro. Someone said loyalty or respect. I think that's the shit they be asking on what's that show? Nori show. Drink Champs. Right? Loyalty, bro. All the fucking time. I take loyalty over respect. Actually, would I? Yeah, loyalty for sure. Because if you loyal to me, bro, you ain't never gonna switch on me. In the sense of you never gonna stab my back, you never gonna hurt me. If shit is ever going down against me, you gonna be right there. You loyal. You might not respect me per se, But I think loyalty, that's loyalty is family, right? Family members don't respect each other. They don't necessarily need to respect each other. You know what I'm saying? There might be arguments within the family. But you come with outside from the family, try to, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we blaming you. We taking you down. That's loyalty. So loyalty, I take loyalty over respect every time. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, I like my respect, though. You know what I'm saying? Don't play that bullshit. But if I had to pick, for sure, I take loyalty over respect. Because, God damn it, you know what I'm saying? But shout out. For real. All right. Let's see this. Lauren London says she has no desire to be with any other man ever again after Nipsey Hussle's passing because she already experienced true love with him. Shout out to her, man. Damn. You know what I mean? Shout out to her. R.I.P. Nip. You know what I'm saying? But, shout out to her. The best I can say, shout out to her. I mean, he must have really, you know what I'm saying, held it down, in her heart, you know what I'm saying? That's tough, though. That's tough because, human beings, another thing is, love is an emotion. Sometimes you might not choose to love somebody. It just happens, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, for her to, like, really make that shit, you know what I'm saying? He definitely stuck, he must have really shown her the world. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, for a woman to say this about you after you pass, this is very rare. Like, on some real shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, after, you know what I'm saying, man pass, she becomes a nun type shit. That's, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta, that's a whole nother, like, that kind of love is, you know what I'm saying? This is loyalty even after the nigga done gone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're just talking about loyalty with, Michael Blackson's girl, wife, fiance, whatever, chick. This right here, this is eternal loyalty. You know what I'm saying? She like, bruh, yeah, nah, until I meet you on the other side, nah, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to her. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's tough. That's tough. And she's still, like, she kind of young, right? So it's like, you know what I mean? That's tough. But as I said, love is an emotion, though. Love doesn't necessarily, you know what I'm saying? It's not something you can respect. Well, I'm pretty sure maybe she, I don't know. She probably, balancing that with logic as well because, not giving herself room to even, see, you know what I'm saying? Like, not putting herself in any space where she could even possibly like somebody else, you know what I'm saying? Because, as I said, it's an emotion. Like, most of us understand that. Like, some people don't choose who they love in a sense of, like, but as we all know, emotions tend to die after some period of time. Because, as I always say, the first rule of reality, when you were born into this world, the first rule that you have to acknowledge, or whether you acknowledge it or not, the first rule that happens, you know what I'm saying, that your body succumbs to is that nothing lasts forever. The second part of that rule is that you don't know how long you got it for. There's no expiration date written on anybody or anything. You just don't know. So you got to enjoy it while you have it. And clearly she enjoyed it when she had, to the point where she's like, you know what? I got to catch round two, part two on the other side. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to her. I'm going to say R.I.P. Nip. You know what I mean? That's deep. That's deep. All right. Last thing. Single mother of 3 shares non-negotiables for dating her. This has been going viral. Let's get it.
That you need to have in order to date me, a single mom of 3 kids. Number 1 is that you need to be making at least $130K a year, and you need to have at least 2 side hustles. If you cannot make $130K or more, then you are out of my fucking league. How do you expect to give me money for my kids if you only make $50K a year?
Why am I giving you money for your kids? Don't you make your own money? What the fuck are you talking about?
Second is I don't date men that are younger than me because for obvious reasons. So if you are 26 and over, then you qualify. 26 to 35 is the age limit. Okay, I feel like 35 is pushing it because they look old as fuck already. I'm 26. I'm a baby. So yeah.
So who do you think is making 100 and something K a year that's 26 to 35? If it's not a rapper, drug dealer, and some other shit. Okay, let's keep
You
going.
have to have at least 3 cars under your name.
At this point, see, look, I ain't gonna lie. I've not listened to this. Is my first time. I was trying to, you know what I'm saying, maybe because, she got 3 kids. Maybe she's trying to, but now I can see it's a whole lot of bullshit. So I'm just gonna let it play.
Your second car has to have 8 seats because I have 3 kids. So I want them to be comfortable whenever we go with you on a trip or something. You want me to come with you? I'm gonna bring my kids, and you need to have enough space for my kids. So that's why I require you to have an SUV and a vehicle of your own if you're gonna be dating me. Another requirement is that you have to have These are the requirements. Have a property under your name, and you have to be looking into getting your second property. Have to get a home that has 6 rooms, because each of my kids have to be in their own room. So you have to be considerate. Purchase a house that has 6 rooms, because that's only common sense. Like, and if you cannot meet those requirements, then you're not the fucking one. The last requirement is that it has to be pink. If it's not pink, no. Pink and brown go together. Pink and brown, like what? Duvalin, you know?
All right, so clearly,
Like,
you know, she's a Latina, so you know, clearly she's talking about people in her culture. I don't know, my Spanish brothers, my Latin brothers, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's part of y'all's culture that y'all, you know, the woman has to be provided for. The woman doesn't work. Maybe I think that's where this is coming from. I don't think she's talking to everybody everywhere. I think she's talking within her culture. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what I'm guessing, because, and it, you know, and if that's the case, if she's talking with, mind you, she has full rights, 100% right to want what she wants, but she also has to understand, just understand, that it's going to take a lot of patience, or possibly, maybe not, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's one of two things. Either a lot of patience, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to wait for that, you know what I'm saying, that person to come. Don't judge it. Don't be mad at it, you know, when it doesn't happen, you know what I'm saying? And then 2, shit, I don't even forgot the 2 I was about to hit her with. Oh, and if it does happen sooner, expect the person to treat her like property, because he's basically funding her whole life. Right? So if he's going to pay for all that, at this point, she's part of his property. The kids are part of his property. You know what I'm saying? Basically, she's an employee at this point, and her kids too. She's the GM, and the kids will probably be the employee. That's basically what, you know, it sounds like to me. You know what I'm saying? That, you know what I mean? I don't know if y'all seen the other reactions I did when we, you know what I mean? Go check out my other reactions when I talk about, you know, dating and all women that want already made men, you know, niggas that's made money and all that. And also go see the other reactions I've done when women actually helped the nigga. They started with the nigga till he blew up. Go watch those reactions. They're on this channel. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see my different opinions. I'm not about to go extra much in this. You know what I'm saying? But as I said, clearly she's talking about individuals within her culture. She's not, you know what I mean? Because why can she not provide all these things for herself? Why she expect somebody else to come and provide for her? The age range she's giving is not men. Most men, especially in this country, don't really make it. Don't really make money till, like, you know, they late 30s, early 40s, or from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then that amount of money as well. It's like you talking that you want to, you know. It's just, you get what I'm saying? This y'all can see, you know what I mean? She might be doing this just a trend. You know, maybe, you know what I mean? I don't, you know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah, y'all can, you know, I don't know if any ladies watching this, you know, will see this whenever they see this, you know. I hope you see how ridiculous this y'all sound. Not all ladies, but I'm saying when you know, women say some stupid shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, you know what's crazy? There's gonna be niggas that's still gonna want to take care of, like, as I said, there's gonna be niggas that's gonna want to do this. I'm not, when I say niggas, I mean men, not just black folk. I'm talking about men, right? There's gonna be willing to, oh yeah. But just watch. Just watch. It might be good guys there or not, but most likely it's gonna be someone that's gonna be abusive. Someone that's going to treat her like property, because you can see, what is she offering for somebody? What? You're asking a man to come in and take on other people's kids. He should. Yo, he should come in and take on another person's kids and care for you. Basically, you and your 3 kids. Basically, he got 4 kids. What are you offering him? Cooking and cleaning? That he can pay what? How much a week for a cook, and like for a cook, gardener, all this other shit, things that, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's crazy. Like what? Like that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? This I say this so much about, you know, and they all wonder, you know, women wonder why they keep running into the same guys, the terrible guys, all that. You want an already made cake. You know what I'm saying? And then you complain about the taste, the flavor of the cake, how you know, why it's not filling enough, why does it taste like this, why it got too much icing here. but you want a ready-made cake. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Keep fucking around. You gonna find out. Keep fucking around. You gonna find out. You hear me? I ain't got time for this bullshit. And God's blood. Anyway, man, that's the end of this shit, man. Hey, go check my music out, man. You see what I'm saying? Almighty Vibes on all platforms, you know what I'm saying? And go check out the merch. You talking about, yo, you hear me? Fuck with your body, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, join the Almighty Collective. You smell me? I'm going to see y'all next time, man. Stay mighty because we almighty, man. I'm out this piece, man. Peace and blessings. Yerp.
Almighty push.